Strictly Come Dancing head judge Shirley Ballas got tearful as she slammed the online backlash against her during a TV interview on Wednesday. Shirley, who landed the head judge role in 2017, is at the center of a new fixed row as some Twitter trolls demand she is sacked over her critique of this series' celebrity contestants. Appearing on Wednesday's episode of Loose Women, Shirley insisted "I don't have a mean bone in my body" as she called out the hurtful and explicit comments online. "The backlash and trolling has been a lot," Shirley told the Loose Women panel. "I appreciate the audience has been there for 20 years, she continued, "but when you watch a screen you can only see half of what I see, the feet and everything. I love that they have an opinion but then it goes overboard and it's not nice. It's a tough industry and has been a tough industry all my life," she said before her voice cracked and she admitted in getting emotional already. "Saturdays are the ultimate job. I do read everything. I know people say not to, but I think it's quite important. I like to think I've helped so many people over the years, people with mental health issues. But it is really hurtful, some of the language is so explicit I couldn't even retweet it, it's unfathomable." Shirley was asked about the latest episode of Strictly, which saw the public vote singer Fleur raced into the dance-off alongside Radio 2 star Richie Anderson. While Shirley's three co-judges Motsi Mabuse, Craig Revel Horwood and Anton Dubecka voted to save Fleur, sending Richie home, Shirley admitted she would have saved Richie. Alongside claims she favors male contestants on the show, Shirley has been accused of having favorites whether they have ability or not, with many arguing that Fleur had been the superior dancer to Richie. Explaining her decision, Shirley pointed out it was the public vote that sent Fleur into the dance-off. "Why were they in the bottom two if they're your favorite?" she said. "I have to choose what I like, I judge from the top to the bottom. I chose Richie to save as the samba is hard to dance and I look at the footwork and I loved Fleur too." Shirley also explained how she has experienced bullying since she first began her career, admitting it escalated so it makes you resilient. "When you read it the wall goes up. I don't have a mean bone in my body. You don't have to agree with me but we can still talk to each other like human beings." Fans had rushed to defend Shirley after the show's head judge was accused of sexism in the furious social media pile-on. Shirley is a 3-time Latin American champion, 10-time US Latin American champion, and multiple times British national champion, with many fans pointing out her extensive experience in defense of the star. Shirley is purely giving constructive criticism. A dance examiner gives constructive comments. How otherwise can anyone better themselves or correct their mistakes? "Shirley is a fantastic judge," tweeted one fan on Monday. "Shirley as a judge is there to do her job, yet Craig marks down and no one says anything. Richie and Fleur dances were not as good as others, stop making it into something it isn't," another agreed. One pointed out, "I don't always agree with your comments, likewise I sometimes don't agree with Anton's and Motsi's and I rarely agree with Craig. However I don't have the necessary skills and experience to tell any of you that you are wrong." Shirley's critique of Fleur American's smooth routine to Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid on Saturday night's show was full of praise. Calling the dance consistent, Shirley told the singer, "The most beautiful thing I saw today, Fleur, was the fact you were so sensual and so feminine and so graceful, and that part I really enjoyed," adding there was beautiful chemistry between the two of you. She then said she agreed with her fellow judge Motsi Mabuse and said it's time to get onto the smaller details. Many tweeters pointed out Shirley's balanced critique of Fleur, with one posting, "Shirley gave excellent, detailed and helpful critique. Moreover, critique that she can take forwards to future dances, because the same things will apply again. Just because she didn't go blah blah, lovely, lovely. You take it as cruel. It also helps the public to understand." Shirley herself referenced the backlash in a tweet on Monday, writing, "I have received many apologies over the weekend regarding hurtful messages I've received on social media. All apologies are accepted and from now on let's all respect each other and enjoy the show. Love to you all." Several fans came to her defense, with one writing, "Some of the comments were disgraceful. I'm pleased to hear you have getting many apologies. There is no need for insults and abuse, you are doing the job you have trained for many years in and you are the expert Shirley." Another said, "Poor at Shirley Ballas all weekend I've read vile hurtful comments for her just doing her job. Act Strictly is an entertainment show, why can't people just enjoy it for what it is? You got this at Shirley Ballas." Meanwhile, her fellow judge Anton Dubecka defended the judging process on Strictly during a conversation with Kay Adams, who was voted off the show in its first week. Speaking on BBC Radio Scotland, Kay was keen to know why Shirley has history in voting to save a difference pair to her fellow judges after the dance-off, asking Anton about her decision to save Richie over Fleur. Shirley and the other three judges seem to go in different directions. "Is that all pantomime? No, because we can't confer," Anton replied. "The judging part of it is a really important part of the show and we don't confer. We do what we do individually and then, after the show's finished, then we can chat and go, 'Oh, why did you go for that?'" he explained. "But during the process, we can't even look at each other. It's really important that we don't make any sort of contact together because then it could be seen as deciding the results amongst ourselves." He continued, "I'm very aware that I can't glance towards Shirley and raise my eyebrows. I look straight forward and I make my decision and we all do the same thing. There's no conferring at all and it's really important." Anton then went on to refer to Kay's own elimination, where he and the other judges did not agree with Shirley that she should be saved and she was ultimately sent home over Brothers star Matt Goss. Shirley decided what she decided. "You know, you have your own basic principles about what you judge on and you make your decision based on those, really, and so she'd obviously seen something in you that you didn't," Kay interrupted. "That the other three judges absolutely did not," Anton stated. "But it was so close." Shirley's decision to save Richie over Fleur prompted one outraged viewer to tweet on Sunday night, "Sexist Shirley would have saved Richie over Fleur. FFS, Richie's dance had negligible samba content and he fannied around the judges' tables for half the dance. Fleur's dance was elegant and beautiful. She has no credibility as a judge." One viewer wrote, "Shirley seems to have completely lost the plot this season. She is downright rude, sexist and blatantly has her favorites whether they have ability or not. I am rapidly losing all respect for her!" The pile-on continued as another posted, "The way Shirley speaks to the women is unacceptable. She clearly has an issue with young attractive women and this affects her judge. Furthermore, the suggestive tone she uses to the make celebrities is sexist. all been happening since she began. BBC, you have just lost 2 viewers. Shirley Ballas should be removed from the panel, she's setting a bad example, another viewer declared. She cannot celebrate the young, female celebrities. Her views are outdated and sexist. Please let this be her last year, or preferably week on, #Strictly. Another Strictly fan posted, I have said this before, but if Anton made similar comments about the female dancers there would be uproar. I do think Motzi and Shirley need to rein in the sexist comments towards male dancers. While someone else shared, Shirley's scoring has been wild and almost random, and others have said it seems sexist and vindictive. I guess that's why there are 4 judges. Another viewer posted, I'm not confused, she was definitely sexist in her praise tonight and who wants to see her openly drooling over all the men FFS. If the male judges behaved like that to the female contestants they'd be in all sorts of trouble. Shirley, be more professional and less creepy. And another audience member tweeted, can we stop the sexist comments to the male celebrities? #Shirley, #Craig, #Will Meller, #Matt Goss. Strictly has also been rocked with fresh race row as fans slammed the show's public voting result which sent Fleur and Richie into the dance-off as outrageous. One viewer wrote on Twitter, neither of those couples should have been anywhere near the bottom 2, but of course the British public are racist. Another posted, good dancers voted out early every season due to racist voting, another chimed in while a third said, racism 100%, Terry's no other explanation. It's obvious. Motzi knows that the British public are racist, and got as close as she could to saying it outright, a third stated. One added, so depressed by the bottom 2 in the dance-off last night on Strictly. No way should it have been Fleur or Richie. I've said it for years and I'll say it again, it is 100% racism, whether conscious or subconscious, driving the British public's votes. Richie and Fleur were in the middle of the leaderboard before the public vote, which saw them land the bottom 2,